Welcome back, guys, to World of Tanks with Verknechter. So we're just going to take a very short quick look at what has been going on in Verknechter's World of Tanks life, basically. So this was the last entry we had. We were around 1932 WN8, 54.21 win rate, 2,872 WN8 and 56.29 recent win rate, and this has changed to this. So our WN8 went up very slightly by about 20 to 30 points, I think it was. Here we go, 20 points. Our win rate increased very slightly by 0.02%. Our recent WN8 increased quite a bit by about 60 points. And our recent win rate, as you can see, we had some very bad games here, decreased very slightly but not significantly. So all in all, I would say that the recent WN8 is going up quite a bit. That's because we're getting quite a bit more tier 10 tanks, and because we're playing, I think, fairly more scout tanks, and I'm going to show you a couple of videos in the upcoming week. Now let's jump into a replay, because that's what we want to see. So here we are in a replay in the IS7. We're here on Swamp in a pretty heavy tier 10 game, and with an insane amount of artillery on both sides. So we do need to be careful here. Also, because Swamp is such a camper map, we do have to be very careful of those enemy TDs. Right, so we start here at the bottom, the south spawn, and we're going to go to this sort of K1 area, which is basically where all the heavies go to brawl. Now if we look at our team, we've got two T57 heavies, so if they play if they play as smart T57s should, they could clip out an enemy tank right at the beginning, and if it's a tier 8 tank, they could easily clip out two of them. The enemy RU-251 goes for an early spotting run, and our T54 lightweight is derping around somewhere at the back, so no help there. And we spot a T57 heavy, the enemy one. Now pushing up to this left sort of side on Swamp is pretty good if you've got a good hull down tank, because you can use the sort of ridge up here. And the T26E5 is obviously a very worthy adversary here. But obviously the IS7 has many advantages, and maybe we can abuse that. Yes, nice shot on the E5 there. Hopefully the T62 can finish him off. Now, did we have to use the repair kit here? No, it wasn't strictly necessary. Well, that looked like an ammo rack, but it wasn't. I was scared there for a second. So we didn't really have to use our ammo rack, but obviously it's good if you can take out these enemy tanks right at the beginning, so they can't build up a force here. If you can just push them back, as we're doing to this T32 here, then all the better. So we've already finished off 3 enemy tanks here, one of them a tier 10, and now we can push up on that T57 down at the bottom. How we lost that artillery, I've no idea, but that was very quick indeed. Okay, here's the T57. Nice shot into him. 505 damage is very juicy indeed. And he's just going to bounce off our turrets here. Maybe we can get a tracking shot. Nope, he's already tracked, so let's just go for the easy damage and ram him if we can. And we're already on 2,500 damage here, which is quite shocking for 3 minutes into the game. And that's where this nice alpha damage, once again 490 alpha is just brilliant, of the IS7 comes into play. Now we're kind of thinking, where should we go? Looks like our east flank is pretty much covered, so we can peek around here, see if there are any tank destroyers who are willing to shoot at us. Maybe we're fast enough to push up around. There we go, there's the RU behind us, and he's trying to shoot us. Scorpion missed, and we got a nice shot into him. That was the Batchet artillery, and here, had it been the Batchet 58, obviously that would have been all the worse for us, but with the 55 we can easily survive it. And now we've got to take out that RU to be safe from enemy artillery fire, if we can manage it. If not, we can easily push up on this hill here. Nice shot into the RU, and that is pretty much, well, it's not pretty much the game, but now we can easily push up here and use our hull down capabilities. Now we're just pushing up against this rock to hide from artillery. So we do have the Guerrilla 15 in our flank, and we might want to get rid of it, but it's not our top priority, to be honest. Now if we can dislodge the E4 from his place, if he's still up on that ridge, then we'd be golden and we'd get all kinds of side shots into everybody. There we go. Bit of a hide and seek game here. Hopefully we can get that artillery. No, the IS7 gun derps away. But we bounced the E4 shot, which is always nice. Now, do we go for the artillery or do we go for the Guerrilla? Nice. We do get the artillery, but it ammo racks us, which is, well, quite annoying to say the least. Don't have the numbers on the reload, but it's got to be around 30 seconds or something. But the game is pretty much over anyway, so no harm done here. Sadly we couldn't get the tracking shot, but maybe we can get a nice ram. Beautiful. Well, that's probably it for us anyway. Would be quite amazing if we could get that last shot. There we go, and artillery gets him. GG. Okay guys, so here are the end plates. This was a first class badge. We got a steel wall for bouncing 2,760 damage and a high caliber for doing 4,769 damage with 3,254 assisted. So we got 4 kills and got 1,085 base experience. Out of 11 shots fired, we hit 10 and even penetrated those 10, which is, I think, quite amazing with the IS7, which has a sort of derpy gun. Now we got 56,559 credits on this win, and on the double we made 3,256 experience. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed this very short replay, and I'll see you on the next one.